welcome back. It's T here. Thank you so much for being here and coming back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for joining in for the very first time. Today I am going to be doing a first impression of new drugstore items. Well, new to me, new Maybelline, new L'Oreal. I just went like into CVS and I was like perusing down the aisle, and these are the things that caught my eyes. So I will be trying out like the foundation from Maybelline. I'll be trying out like lippies, mascara, brows, eyeliner, you name it. So if you wanna see this look and my first impression and thoughts, keep on watching. All right, so I'm gonna start off with no makeup, no brows. I do have my eyelid tape on because I absolutely hate it when my eyes are uneven. So I start off with no brows because Maybelline has a new brow, well, new to me. I don't actually know if it's new. So they actually have a new brow pencil that they came out that I want to try. A lot of the things in today's like try on, first impression, etc. will be just like new from the drugstore that I've never purchased, never tried. So it's gonna be my first time testing everything out. So with that being said, let me put my hair back and I will get started with this video. Anyway, so I saw quite a few new items at the drugstore, not just from Maybelline. There's like other brands as well too, and L'Oreal. So I got some Maybelline, some L'Oreal. Like I picked up quite a few things. So I picked up 2 brow products from Maybelline. It's going to be the brow pencil and the brow express. So I love the Maybelline clear brow gel. So this was just like right up my alley. And then from L'Oreal, I also picked up a bunch of things, but for the eyes, I picked up a brow definer. I picked up a kohl liner in the shade, what is it? Brown leather. So I really like that. And then I also got a black eyeliner, a liquid liner. So I believe these 2 are new, but this one might already have been out for quite some time. I won't be using the brow pencil today, only because I want to try the Maybelline one. I will be using the liners on my eyes. I also got a mascara from Maybelline. This is the body mascara. I got it in the very black waterproof version. So many different things. I got foundation, I got concealer, I got 2 foundations from Maybelline. This one is not new, I think. This is the Super Stay Foundation 30 Hours. And then this one is very new. This is the Plump and Glow Lifter. They also have a concealer, but I couldn't find my shade in stock, so I just skipped out on that. And then I bought a few lippies from L'Oreal, so we'll be testing a few lippies, lip gloss, lip tints, a bunch of lip. And then L'Oreal came out with the Lumi bronzer, which I'm very excited to try this because I love the Lumi Le Glace, like the one that you put on the tops of your cheeks, just for a little bit of glow and glistening. So yeah, very excited for this. I got it in the shade Toasted Sunlight, is light medium. This was like the last one, so I was just like, dang, everybody was in the market for this or something. So yeah, let me pop one of these open. I've never tried these before, the Express brow. So it's like one of those like fine micro pencil, nothing like too crazy, nothing that we haven't seen before. And then there's a spoolie on the other side. So let me just do my brows really quickly. You just draw. This is a little not creamy. I usually like it to be. It's kind of dry, but it's the right shade. It matches with my brows perfectly. Usually with like drugstore brow product, I always it always pull a lot warmer than ashier. I just have like pitch black hair, and so a warm color on my brows just does not work for me. I'm usually more of a brow pen person, just simply because I'm pretty blessed with like brows and a lot of brow hair. So for me, any brow pencil really is too much. I have to like do like gentle, like there are some spots that I want to fill in. A brow pen is usually like right up my alley because I can just draw that hair instead of like really shading it in. Okay, you know what this is actually good for? My tail only. Like this is not a good like for like to like make lines up in my front ends right now. I'm having a little bit of difficulties with that. So let me just okay. I'm gonna pause there, brush my brows out just a second, and then I'm going to go in with concealer to just clean it up a little bit, make it a little just neater and nicer. So 1 second, let me go grab a concealer. All right, so this is what my brows look like. I like the color. The color of it is like ashy enough. It suits my dark black hair. I have to keep playing with this. Like for me, brow products is a learning curve, especially like for me, I like my brows a certain way. So we do have to try this a little bit more, but I can tell you now the color is really nice. It matches what like my brows like without being too dark, too warm, etc. like that. So I do have to give it more of a try and test. So there's that. And then I'm going to go into the Express Brow really quickly and just set this. I'm very excited for this because it's more of a sculpting brow. So it gives you that like laminated look, and I love a laminated type brow look because my hair like being really dark, it really like just fluffs it all up. And if I could get this open, oh my god, why is this not opening? Please, I just want to do my brows. Okay, anyway, it comes in a little spoolie. It's clear. I only like to use clear brow gels for my brows just so it doesn't add any extra colors and make it look, you know, extra dark for no reason. So far, it like really like pushes my brow hairs, fluff it up. I don't know if you guys can see it. Really fluffing it up, making it feathery right now. Same with this side. So we're gonna let that dry and we will see how it does because I really love the Maybelline brow lock. So I have high hopes for this one. We shall see. We shall see. It definitely separates all my lashes and makes them really fluffy. Okay, let's put some foundation on my face. Grab my foundation palette. This is what I'm going to use. The Superstay one, that one is going to be in another video, another try on, but let's stick with the Maybelline Plump and Glow. I'm in the shade 120. I don't know, like when I'm like looking at shades, like it's really hard to match because sometimes it comes off a little bit warmer or not like neutral that it's supposed to be. That's like the biggest thing about like drugstore foundation for me is that they pull so warm and so orangey on me. So this is a pump. I'm going to grab my foundation brush and just start on the outer edge because that's my more problem. Oh, you know what? This is a pretty good match. And I'm trying to match my neck, not my face, by the way. This looks like it matches pretty well. And I always start on the outer edge because I have like little hairline pimples and Then I start swiping it and making sure we press it into my skin. I did prep my skin previously. I used a moisturizer and the Prequel half and half milky toner. So now I have one layer on. Once I have this one layer on and buff it all in, I'm gonna go in and like really just stamp around my cheeks just so that everything's covered. This is pretty like medium to buildable coverage. I see a little glow. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's not matte. It's more, yeah, it's medium coverage, glowy finish, and it also has hyaluronic acid, so that's where the glowiness will be coming from. This gives me like a pretty and fresh look. What do you guys think? It covers exactly what I need to cover, except like minor little spots. So this was a pump, and I barely use like the whole entire pump. I probably use like 75, like 3/4 of it, and this is what I got on my face. First impression, so far it covers, and the shade, it matches. Anything that matches my neck or like makes me look like I'm not a floating head, fantastic. That is always a plus for me because I always have a hard time matching myself. It gets me really excited when I can find something that matches my neck. And then I wanted to bronze with this L'Oreal Lumi bronzer. It is in the shade Toasted Sunlight. It's a light medium shade. So this is a stick bronzer. Ooh, I'm gonna be like glowy. It has like a golden tone, very, very warm. So this would not be a contour shade. I repeat, this would not be a contour shade. It's more of like sun-kissed, bronzy, glowy bronzer. So I'll put it here. Oh, have a little bit of hair. Oh, oh, it smells good. It's fragrance. Oh, it's a good fragrance smell. I can't stop smelling it. Every time I'm like, dang, it's a nice smell. It doesn't smell disgusting for me. Let me grab a blending brush and start blending this out so you guys can take a look at it. So this is what it looks like blended. Definitely glowy. This is a glowy bronzer. Same on the other side. That's pretty, but on my like forehead, it's kind of like enhancing my dry spot and lines. And I feel like that's the case because this is a glowy bronzer with like shine in it. Again, I have to like keep testing this out, but so far like they look good. It's just like my right around here, it's like clinging to my dry patches and enhancing it, which I'm not a huge fan of that. Smaller blending hello? Smaller blending brush. Smaller blending brush to blend this out and into my eye socket. And grab my foundation brush and just mesh everything together so it's very cohesive. Okay, this is what it looks like. Very glowy, glowier than I usually am. I don't have a new blush. I didn't see any when I was at like the drugstore. I'm gonna grab a liquid blush in Giselle from CL and just like dot it all around and then around my nose as well too because I love a blushy, blushed look. Making sure we're like all cohesive. Put in my temples. Just a little so that's blended up there. Same on this side. And you don't have to like be perfect with this. You can be messy because we haven't even put on the concealer yet. That'll come in just a second. And that will be the stage where we'll just clean up a lot more and then blend around the nose. I love like a good sun-kissed nose look. My forehead, temple blended. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now it's time for some concealer. I've been really loving this Make Beauty Light Warm on my eyes. Like it's like just enough coverage for me. Nothing too crazy. Oh, this is like a good time to just map out where you want to clean on your face. And for me, this makes like the biggest difference in like the way my eyes, etc. looks. And it'll help clean up the blushes and the bronzer, etc. So I'm going to blend this out. And this concealer is like really thin. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna add just a touch more. This isn't like by any means like a full coverage concealer. This is more on like lighter makeup days. Like you don't want a lot. You just want something hydrating, something that will cover just enough and super thin. This is the formula. So make sure these areas. So now that is all done. I'm gonna set my face before we move into the eyes. I've been really loving underneath my eyes right now is I would take a puff, one of these, like so, and my Dior Forever 02 Light, this powder right here. It's like my favorite way to set my under my eyes right now. So I'll take a little bit on the puff and just like dab this in like this and just lightly set the creases underneath my eyes, lightly, like so, just so there's like a little bit of powder. I also go on my forehead, my nose, and my chin. So super light, nothing crazy. Then I'll go in with the L'Oreal Blur-fection loose setting powder. I'll dab it into this really like so. Load it up on my brush and grate it through this like sifter thing and just make sure like any excess is taken off, but also loading the brush up, and then I'll pat it underneath my eyes like this. Just like roll it gently. This is just to eliminate, like, you know how like when you put your loose powder on without like setting it first, and there's like areas of your eyes that is like still a little bit wet or tacky with concealer, and then there's like blotches. That's pretty much what I'm trying to avoid right now, is that I'll lightly go in with the puff with a setting powder, like a pressed powder, and then I'll go into the loose setting just to set all over anywhere else. So this is what it looks like. All right, so this is what it looks like right now. Then I'm going to line my eyes really quickly. So, okay, let's do best of both worlds. Let me tight line with the brown just to see how it feels, and then line my actual eyes with this, okay? So let's go with that. Before I do that, I'm going to bronze, like put a little bit of bronzer inside of on my crease, just so it doesn't look so lame. So give me 1 second. Just grabbing this Anastasia bronzer in the shade Tropical Tan, just to sweep it in my crease really quickly, just to give it some definition, so it's not so plain, you know what I mean? Just like a little something, little color, a little bit of color. Okay, so let's use this brown kohl pencil in brown leather. That's what it looks like. It's one of those like sharpening ones, which I really enjoy for like kohl liners. So let me just line my eyes, and then I'm just gonna like leave it as like a base for the black liner. All right, I've tight lined everything. There you go. So nothing so special about this. I mean, it's really easy to line my eyes, tight line and stuff, but this is just like a brown liner. So I'm not like jumping off the roof right now and bouncing out the walls, but it is a nice brown eyeliner. If you guys are in like the store to find something, it'll pretty much get the job done, but it's nothing like crazy. So there's that. And then I'm gonna go with this black eyeliner. It's called Black Silk. So this is the Haute Precision Liquid Liner. This is what it looks like. This is a felt tip, I think. It's not, yeah, it's a felt tip. This is a 0.01 millimeter felt tip. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open to line it, like just to map out the line really quickly. Okay, this is going south really fast. I need to grab a concealer. All right, I'm gonna stop right there as I keep going while I say that. First impression, this is hard to get a wing on. Like, I usually don't, okay, to be fair, I usually don't use a felt tip. I much prefer like a pen. I just feel like it's a lot more flexible for me. And like, just, you know, this is a learning curve. Again, I'm drawing the line a lot better on the other side and mapping it out a lot better just simply because like I got some strokes in, but I have to like concentrate right now. Oh my gosh, I feel like I should stop touching this side, but I'm a perfectionist and like it needs to be a certain way. This is hard. Like when I go over it, it'll like crumble. Stamp that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna stop there and I'm just gonna grab my concealer and just clean up the line and like cheat a little, you know. There you go. And all of a sudden, like, nothing happened. Usually for me, if I messed up on the eyeliner and I need to like clean up and make it all nice and like fine and cleaned up, I would use a Q-tip with some like micellar water or like makeup remover. I only didn't do it today because I already had my concealer on and I didn't want to wipe it off. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the more I go in, it keeps taking the tail of this. Okay, this is as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna stop before I go way too far. I always get so carried away when I do my eyeliner. Okay, so I already have my eyelashes curled, but I'm gonna curl them once again because I really love like when my lashes are super, super curled. Let me curl them again really quickly. All right, so it's all curled. I'm going to pop open the Lash Sensational Body Mascara. I usually do waterproof, especially like these days, only because I want my lashes to like hold the curl. I love a good curly stick straight. And then when I get a new mascara, I put as much air in it as possible because something about a thicker mascara that's not so wet or like a little bit older mascara. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I know some of you guys like that, or some of you guys like a more wet mascara and you guys hate it getting old. So this is what it currently looks like. This is the bristles. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hold up. There we go. Wait, just focusing on my hands right now. Get the point. You get the point. All right. So this is going to be like a fat spiky one. It reminds me of like the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is like the exact same thing, so I'm just gonna wiggle this on, separate all the lashes. This is with one coat of mascara. I'm gonna go on the other side, do the same thing. So this is with one coat of mascara. This side is always questionable. I'm gonna try to see if I can push this mascara to a second coat without, and just see where it goes. Lashes are always not cooperating. You have to be careful with the second coat because it does make it thicker. It's like a lot thicker than the one layer and one layer only. So this is what it looks like with my lashes right now. Gotta use my hand to like make sure this side is not questionable. So just what it looks like with about 2 coats of mascara. And then I'm going to do my lips. I have 3 lip products. I have a lip stain serum. This is what it looks like. It's a hyaluronic lip stain serum in the shade 601, Worth It. And then I also have a, what is this? It doesn't say, but I'm assuming this is a lip gloss from L'Oreal. It's in the shade 40, Blissful Blush. And then I saw this and this looks so pretty. It's the Infallible Pro, sorry, this is backwards. Infallible Pro Gloss 8 Hour in the shade Frosted 870. So, all right. Now I'm gonna line my lips. I didn't get a lip liner. I didn't see one that I was interested in when I was there. So I am going to use, actually, I lied. Since we're on the Maybelline L'Oreal drugstore, I'm going to do a totally Toffee Maybelline Color Sensational lip liner. This lip liner is very creamy. The only thing about it is that it breaks so easily. So I'm just gonna line a little. I usually overline a little bit as well too. All right, this is what I have right now. See, it just breaks so easily. I have to take my finger and like pop it down. So now that our lips are lined, I'm going to go into the lip stain by L'Oreal first, all over. This is what it looks like. So I'm assuming this is just gonna stain my lips. Like, this isn't like a lip gloss or lipstick. And there's like this wet, cooling, like water evaporated from your lips. Like, it goes on really wet, really juicy. And then I feel like this water just evaporating from my lips. So this is what it looks like. It's not drying. It definitely like lost some of the initial like serum-y water to it. So this is what it looks like with just the stain and lip liner, but I'm going to apply this lip gloss. I'm assuming it's a lip gloss. The applicator is so funny. That's what the applicator looks like. It smells like candy. Yeah, this is just like a lip gloss. Gloss over it, over top. This is what this combo looks like right now. And I'm gonna pop this in the center of the lip because it's just so fun. I don't want to ruin the doe foot applicator actually. I'm gonna just take a little bit on the back of my hand. It's like a clear gloss with gold, with like a gold glitter and shine on in it. I'm just gonna pop it in the center of my lips right now. This one has a funny, what does it smell like? I can't, it smells like plastic. That one does not smell very good, but it does make my lip glossy. It's nothing crazy, just juicy, glossy lips. Okay, I'm gonna take my hair out of this and then come back and give you guys my full thought on this makeup look. So be right back. Alrighty guys, this is the final look so far. Let me know what you think. So let me just review and go over everything that I put on my face today and like my thoughts in terms of first impression. Let's start with the brows. So these are the 2 products that I used for my brows today. This one, the shade Phenomenal. In terms of the formula, I have to keep playing with it to give you like my final thought. But so far, the color looks very nice. It does the job. It does what it needs to do. To be fair, I usually use a brow pen to just flick brow hairs in rather than a pencil. So this color, this shade, perfect match for me. If you like a good brow pencil and this is what you usually use, this might be up your alley. For me, I need to give it more of a try and test it out a little bit more, and I will keep you updated how I'm liking this so far. And then the Express Brow, this so hard to open, so incredibly hard. I have like, this is kind of gross, but I have like bite marks on it. It has bite marks, but with this, of course, I do need to keep trying it more, but it really gave me like a laminated brow. It coated every single hair. The bristle is very small. It's clear. So I do like this. I just need to keep testing it out to see if like it holds like my brows and if it's gonna replace my L'Oreal brow, what is it? The L'Oreal brow lamination. This is what it looks like. I've used and abused this quite a lot, as you can see. Foundation. The foundation matches me perfectly. I feel like this is like a good shade for me. Let me know what you think. In terms of like glowy, it's not, now that like I've worn it, I powdered, well, also I powdered it and like it's dried down. It's not as glowy and serumy as I thought it would be. So I'll keep you updated. I'll wear it and I'll keep wearing it in other like throughout like my other days, etc., just to see how this wears and if I get oil. I'm an oily girl, but so far this matches really well. It covers me really well. It does what I need it to do. It doesn't look greasy and shiny everywhere. So I will keep you updated about this specific foundation. So that's part of the foundation. Let's talk a little bit about eyes so far. Eyes, I felt like there was like nothing super special about these two. The brown one, like, it's really good if you're in the market for like brown eyeliner. It's easy to put on. It's like just any brow liner, the kohl liner. So nothing so special about this one. Didn't like made me jump off the wall. This one, it was hard to use for sure. I was like messing around with my eyeliner and it's a felt tip. I'm usually not a big fan of a felt tip just simply because I have a hard time drawing my wing and liner. I usually like more of a pen. That's just what I like. So for me, this is a hard pass for me. Like I just know right off the bat, I'm probably not going to be picking this up to use it ever again. In the mascara gives me like length and volume. It's definitely really lengthening, and I do have to keep trying this to give you my final thought. The formula is a little bit thicker as well too. So if you guys like a more thicker, it's exactly what it says. It gives you like body, like this Maybelline mascara gives you like body. So if you're looking for body for your eyelashes, this might be a good one to just check out. See if you're like in the market and want to try new mascaras, then this might be it. Like it gives my lashes length and body. So funny. And then in lips, the lips, I'll keep using them. It gives me a nice color shade. It's a little bit goopy right here. This one does not smell good. It doesn't taste good as well too. This one smells fabulous. This one is a tint, so it's the weirdest texture and feeling. You have to try this on your lip for you to understand what I'm like trying to say. It's like you put it on, it's wet, it's juicy, and then it evaporates, which I guess is like more of like a lip stain serum. It's exactly what it says. Like if you're in the market for a lip stain serum, this is the perfect one for you. I'll keep testing it out. I'm not much of a lip stain girl as of recently, but this shade is nice. And this lip gloss is also nice. It's like the perfect amount of like thickness, and it gives you like a color payoff as well too. Like it's not clear, if you know what I mean. Like it's a thicker pigmented gloss. This glitter one, I don't know why I had like higher expectations for it. Like I thought it was gonna like be so bedazzled. It is glossy and glittery, but it's a little bit more clear than I want it, and it makes my it just tastes gross. I'm gonna wipe this off after this. So that's pretty much everything in this haul that I tried out. Let me know if you've tried any of like the new Maybelline or L'Oreal stuff in the drugstore. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, with that, Thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching me all the way till the end. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone!